The first step will be using interpolation to find interest rate at NPW equal to 0. So after we substitute the value, the final answer we got is 6.87%. So next will be by graphical method. So repeat step 1 and 2 as previous method. So the step 1 will be construct cash flow diagram and the second step will be construct formula. So this is the diagram, and the third will be tabulate the value of NPW and interest rate. So we substitute the value to table. The fourth will be plot graph of NPW versus interest rate. So we plot the graph and the value is approximately 7%. So this is how we construct the graph for NPW versus interest rate.
Incremental analysis, also known as differential analysis, is a business decision-making technique that is widely used for determining the true cost difference between alternatives. Imagine you are given two options to choose from, alternatives A and B. Which alternative should you opt for? Well, the first thing we need to do is to determine the IRR, which is the incremental rate of return, and compare it with the MARR, the minimum acceptable rate of return. We will compare between the IRR and the MARR to make our decision. If the IRR value is larger than or equal to MARR, then we will go for the higher cost alternative. However, if the IRR is lower than the MARR, we will choose the lower cost alternative. We can obtain the IRR by using two methods, which are the interpolation and graphical methods. The first method, which is the interpolation method. The first step is to create a cash flow table for both alternatives from years 0 to year 5. Then, we will find the difference between both alternatives. This can be done by subtracting the lower cost alternative from the higher cost alternative. In our table, it will be alternatives 2 minus 1. The next step is to construct a cash flow diagram for our incremental cash flow based on the table.
Created using Powtoon.